Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Dr. Nasir Sheikh Show. I'm your host, Dr. Nasir, and what's on tap for today? Well, we have got another video clip, folks. This time it's Matt Walsh's tour, sponsored by Young America's Foundation, and he's at the University of Iowa. And this time he's got a student who self-identifies, he's an activist. He self-identifies as biracial. He says his father is black, his mother is white, and he's asking Matt, where do you think that I should fit in? Where do I belong? And this guy just makes an absolute fool of himself. But let's listen and watch for ourselves. We'll see what Matt has to say, and then I'll give my reaction to it as well. All right, let's take a look.
I've been thinking for a long time, do I locate like with the left or with the right? As you see, I'm not a white guy, even though my mother is white and my father is black. And I started to think, maybe Matt Walsh is right. Maybe the left is right. So I should be with who? So I started thinking and looking, studying, researching.
Now, right now, as I was watching this, I was figuring, oh, you know what? Okay, this guy's in a quandary, right? He's thinking about, he said Matt Walsh is right. He's saying, the left is right, but he's doing his research, he's doing his thinking. Where do I really fall on? So I was sort of saying, okay, let's give this kid, the benefit of the doubt. Let's see where he's going with this, folks, okay? So watch and let's see where this guy's going and watch for the turn that it takes.
Of course, for me, I'm Muslim. The left is completely against Islam and against human at all. They support very radical ideology. So I went to the right and I started looking for information. I started following Andrew Tate. I consider Andrew Tate as my brother. He is top G. I consider him as my brother.
Andrew Tate gets a pretty big ovation here, folks, from this crowd. All right, so he gets a pretty good, ovation from the crowd. Andrew Tate is a black American Muslim, I believe, who just recently converted, I guess, to Islam. And so this guy basically is saying that, he follows him, has a lot of good things to say about, Andrew Tate. Anyways, let's continue.
So I started following Andrew Tate. He's the first guy who maybe gave me knowledge about how the conservatives generally think. Then I started looking to the conservative. I've seen the former president, Donald Trump. He's completely, I have a video with me, if you can see the video, or listen to the video at least.
Right here, I knew this was going to go down because he's asking basically for a video clip of Donald Trump. And just his demeanor as he's going through, with his demeanor and the way this is shifting. I've seen enough of this, folks, to know what lane this is going in, okay? This isn't going into the right lane. This is going into the ultra left lane, okay? This guy's taking a complete exit off of Leftsville, all right, Looney Tuneville, because now he wants to play a clip of Donald Trump. Anyways, let's go and see what happens.
We're playing clips now. It's like a podcast.
Even Matt Walsh goes, oh, wow, let's play video clips. It's a podcast for this guy. Let's go.
Here?
You could probably describe it.
There's no audio,
Donald J.
folks.
Trump calling for complete and shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
Until our country's representatives
Yeah.
can figure out
What the hell is going on? So
I'll tell you what the hell is going on, kid. I'll tell you what the hell is going on. All right, I'll tell you what's going on. He played this old clip, where Donald Trump basically said, we have to basically put a stop on Muslims coming to the United States until we know what's going on in those countries. And these are the same 7 countries that Obama had on a watch list, that had on a visa alert list. And this is the whole thing going back to 2015 about the so-called, in 2016, the so-called Muslim ban. Okay, so this guy's playing this thing again. So here we go, folks. I mean, I don't even know if this guy was sincere when he said, he was looking at the left. Look at maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. Maybe obviously he's got a problem with Donald Trump. And I know a lot of people do. We certainly don't. I certainly don't. All right. We need to protect American sovereignty, American borders, American integrity. We've got to protect, the American people first. We've got to protect America first from all types of, threats, whether they're, foreign or domestic, correct? So I don't know where this guy was going with this or whatever, but obviously, the video was a very old video. Let's continue and see where this guy goes with this.
With Muslims, I've seen this racist radical ideology that wide range of the conservative who belong to the Republican Party support this radical ideology, even though I'm not with the left at all. I'm not a supporter for changing gender, but I've seen this radical ideology who is completely racist, Islamophobic against Muslims. So I'm not finding myself either with the left or with the right. I've seen Matt Walsh, you are a part of the Daily Wire. This Zionist
I'm
platform.
sorry to cut you off, but is it?
Wait.
This is typically a question. There's a question part of the question and answer. Okay.
My right to complete my question. Freedom of speech.
Now, freedom of speech. Now it's freedom of speech. Now we want the second, right? Now we want the First Amendment. Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. He's basically shouting out, basically, after he says about the Daily Wire. Listen, everybody can have whatever opinions that they want. This kid can have his opinion. Matt Walsh has his opinion. The Daily Wire has their opinion. If they want to support Israel, if they don't want to support Israel, if they want to support Palestine, somebody doesn't want to support Palestine. Hey, everybody's allowed to decide who they want to support. But decisions when it comes to policy, and we put these people in the government, we want to make sure that those policies that are first being done are America first policies that are going to benefit American citizens first, and then any other country afterwards. And if that means it's Israel or India or Pakistan or Saudi Arabia or Great Britain or France or, Mexico or any other freaking country out there, the number one job first is America going to benefit first and foremost from this policy or from whatever it is that they're proposing? And if so, great. Everybody, any country, I don't care who it is, they're all secondary and tertiary and on down the line. Anyways, let's continue.
You are a part of this platform that's called the Daily Wire, who support the genocide against Palestinians that's taking place right now.
All right, let's take the mic. There's no question here. This. Okay. Listen. Okay, but listen. This.
The microphone.
Okay.
The microphone.
He's asking for the microphone. He's asking for the microphone. I'm being denied my First Amendment rights, freedom of speech. I don't have freedom of speech anymore. After he's been up there for about an hour and a half.
Okay, you got your clicks, buddy.
Exit stage
You got
left.
the video. That's good. And I'll answer this, and then we'll be.
Anyways, so let's go back. Listen here, as I was saying before, I think Matt Walsh gave him enough time, gave him enough rope. Basically, this kid made an absolute fool of himself trying to play that stupid, idiotic video. And, he says he's not right. He says he definitely doesn't that's, in terms of the leftist policies of transgenderism and the liberal ideas in terms of race, in terms of, men and women and all the other stuff that he's talking about, LGBTQ and whatever. So he says he does not identify with that at all. Okay, great. But what he has a problem with is the fact is of the Jewish lobby, the American policy of standing behind Israel and basically saying that America is committing a genocide on the Palestinian people because they're aiding and abetting Israel in whatever it is that he feels in his mind that Israel is doing. So that's fine. He can have an opinion. But this guy's got to decide if he's really truly seeking where he needs to be. Then, folks, on the social and political sides, it has to be because you just can't stay if he's talking about the social issues. He's talking about gender and sex and all the other things that are going on, and whether men can be men or men can be women or women can be men or vice versa, whether transgenderism should be there, whether in schools we should be teaching CRT, any of these things that are completely leftist ideas. He's got to realize sooner or later that his place has got to be on the right and with conservatives on Republicans. And he can still have that stance that, if he doesn't feel that he wants to support Israel, that's fine. There's nothing that says that you have to be, support any country at all to be a conservative or Republican. But you should always, regardless of this thing, basically say, first and foremost, what are the policies that are going to make America and Americans better off? And first and foremost, do the best for America to protect it from foreign and domestic types of situations. If you can basically say that it's America first, then you've definitely got to side with the Republicans and conservatives. Anyways, folks, we appreciate you taking the time to watch. You've been watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I've been your host. My name is Dr. Nasir. If you've done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, like, share, and support us. Put your comments down below. Let us know what you think. My final thought, when you're right, and when you're left, you're wrong. Until next time, folks, take care and stay safe.